Hello YouTube. Today we're going to review the new AuCar Gen 2.1. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the brand new AuCar head unit that came out for the 2008 to 2017 Maserati Granturismo. Now, I'm no stranger of these. This is going to be my third review. This is the new 2021 Gen 2.1. Now, this isn't anything earth-shattering new. They did make some updates. This is a great company that are striving to improve their product. So I had the pleasure of being able to be the first one to install it and play around with it. So now we're going to take a look at it. Okay, here it is. This is the new 2021 Gen 2.1 home screen. As you'll see, it's a little different interface. Basically the same. Let's go into the settings. We'll go into more settings, and we're going to look at the About page. So you're going to kind of see the software it's running. Let's see, it's got the RAM, 6 GB of RAM, Android version 10. Let's see, it does have 128 GB of ROM now, so that's been updated. Let's see. It is running Bluetooth 5.0 now. And also another big change that is they did, and you'll see that I'm connected to my Verizon phone. And also I am connected to a 5G network on my phone. Androids, you could switch from 2.4 to 5G. You can see I'm picking up my 5G in my house also. So that's kind of a big thing. Instead of running just 2.4, I'm able to run 5.0. Let's see, we could kind of start at the beginning here. On your home screen, now everybody knows, or most people know, that I run Car Launcher Pro. This is the stock one, and you can customize, you can change the background and stuff on this if you want, and I'll demonstrate Car Launcher Pro here in just a bit. So on the home screen, you have your time, your date and stuff, and then your music, whatever music you're playing over here. So we're going to start over here with the Navi. This is your quick button. So it's going to pull up Google Maps. Pulls it up pretty quick. Now in Google Maps, one thing that you could do, since you have to have Wi-Fi to run Google Maps, that's just the way Google Maps works, you can now download offline areas. So say if I'm going to, I live in Kearney, Nebraska, so say if I want to go to Lincoln, Nebraska, I could actually download this whole entire area, almost the whole state. I could download it to the head unit, and then I could run it without any Wi-Fi. Now, you won't get live traffic updates such as accidents, police reports, that kind of stuff. But so you can run Google Maps without Wi-Fi. You just have to download just prior to your trip or whatever. Like, you could do your entire state, you could download your entire state, so you have everything on there. Okay, we'll get out of that. Then you have your radio, which I have to turn it completely down or they will not play this video. So the radio is pretty much the same thing. They haven't changed really much on that. Now, one thing they did change, update a little bit, is the Equalizer. Now, before we had, I think, a 16 or 17 band. Well, we now have a 48 band. Yes, 48. For you audiophiles, this is going to be great. For me, I like playing with this stuff, but it's not easy. It took me a while to tweak all this, and there's a lot of presets here, so you could go, all over the place and change all your presets and stuff. So you could also go in here and tweak that. I don't know what it does exactly. Some of you audiophiles will know. So anyhow, so you have a much more detailed equalizer, a DSP equalizer. So that's the DSP chip. That's what when you hear DSP, it's a digital sound processor. And you turn these speakers, these stock speakers in this Maserati, the Bose speakers, into what you wouldn't believe. So the guys that say, oh, I'm just going to change speakers out, and well, your old head unit's going to still sound like your old head unit, even with different speakers. So the key is changing your head unit to a DSP head unit. That way you control all the frequencies, and this thing will sound like a brand new car as far as the sound goes. Now, you have your surround sound, so you could change this all over the place. It's got passenger mode, driver mode, full car mode. So it's got several different deals there. Of course, you have your bass boost. I have mine set down to 50 hertz, and then I pull those up and get the subwoofer really thumping. Your zone, I got the sub gain up a little bit, sub frequency up to 50. I haven't played with this yet. Balance default. Then you have your bass filter. I have not played with this. I think it's going to be kind of like my other one, where I need to play with it a little bit more. So you do have a little bit better equalizer. It's going from a 17 band to a 48 band, so that's kind of cool. Okay, we'll get out of that. Then of course your music. You could use a USB stick, or you could download music. Play it on Bluetooth. You could Bluetooth your music. Let's see. And while we're there, there's my Bluetooth. And I'm connected to my Galaxy Note 10. My contacts. You could download your contacts. Download phone book. Yes. And I think it'll ask me. There we go. There's that, so it automatically does that. Then you have your settings, device name, this and that, Bluetooth data service, volume gain, and all that. So the hands-free does work very well. You make phone calls, you could do all that good stuff. So and I have tested it. As far as talking on it, the mic is right up here, located in the upper left corner, and it works very, very well. Okay, we're going to get clear out of this, so we kind of get... and then video. They always have some preloaded video in here. Of course, it's high def. So, let's see. A couple different ones here. So you can download videos and stuff on here. Of course, there's your equalizer. Get to the equalizer. We'll get out of that. Okay, let's go into settings now. In settings, you're going to have your... They redid the settings, so everything's a little more user-friendly now. So you have your display on you can auto day or night. I have mine on auto. One button goes to network, so this you could quickly connect to your Wi-Fi. This will take you directly to your Wi-Fi settings. Portable hotspot. If you had a dongle on here, you could hotspot that. Mobile data, other networks, flight mode. I suppose that's to put it on. Well, if you're I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. So, okay, navigation. This is where you could set your navigation. So if you want Waze to be your default navigator, you could go down, and I already pre-downloaded it. You could hit Waze, you hit that, and then you go back to your home screen, and the navigation will be Waze instead of Google Maps. So you could do that. Navigation mix, navigation broadcast music. Let's see. Okay, reversing. They did that. This is really nice. They added your reverse camera settings right here on its own screen now. So you could adjust that. You could turn your reversing line rulers off, and the reversing radar, and all this and that. So okay. Now this head unit here, when it comes with the AHD 720p 25 frames per second reverse cam, so you have to make sure that's set for that. Now, if you have another one, there's all sorts of settings on that. Reverse mute, so that means when I go into reverse, it's going to mute my volume on the radio. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. I don't want it on. So I want the music to continue playing while I'm in reverse. So that's kind of nice. That's real easy. Now, here's another thing that they added for a quick button. The sleep button. This is your fast boot. So, not sleeping. Every time you get in your car, it's going to reboot the whole thing up. I have it set for 2 hours. So as long as I get in within 2 hours, it's going to instantly come on. You can do it up to a day or 3 day. Now, however, it's going to stay awake, and it's going to be drawing power. So you just got to keep that in mind. So I keep mine at 2 hour sleep. Then you have your general. There's a lot of settings in here too. Your language, your sound, brake setting, enable and disable. So when you're driving, you can't play video, or you can play video. Reverse trajectory, reverse line rules. So these are some of the ones. You have your steering wheel. You could assign the steering wheel buttons. Memory start navigation, speech recognition software. I will probably download the Google Voice, I think is what it is. I can't. So I could do that. I haven't done that yet. Phone battery level. Well, that obviously this isn't a phone. So car battery level. That's kind of neat. You can do display your car battery. It'll tell that it's 12.3 volts. So I might leave that. That's kind of neat. Stream media. That probably has something to do when you're moving. The voice button wake up software for the car. Not quite sure. MCU update. That's the system. That's some of those. Not for me to play with. Reset factory. Your factory reset. Extra settings. I'll go back to that in a minute. Engineer mode. I suppose that's something for them. I've never gone into there. Video output. Okay, so the extra settings, there's going to be a couple things. You can do, the first one is 8888. Okay, and it's going to go in and let you set some settings. Now, one thing you need to do is go in and do the radio region and set your radio region. That was the first thing. I already did it to USA. Okay. There's some other, here's the brake setting again, enable or disable watch video when driving. I showed you that already. They put that on a kind of a quick thing. Reverse mirror, there's some other info that we already know about. So get out of that. Okay, there's another one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to open up a little more. So resolution, panel keys. It's going to it's got a lot of the same stuff, but it's going to open up a few more deals where you can get in. I'm not going to go into them. Radio antenna power. Now, this is, I have my reverse cam and my front cam connected to the radio antenna power. So I want that open. I want it active, so it will power those. You can shut it off so there's no power going to it, but obviously I want disable door, float video. I'm not sure some of that stuff is. Amp volume. You could adjust the amp volume. Let's see. That's for right-hand drive vehicles, I believe. Reverse trajectory. Swap steering, last the next key, app memory, touch. So there's a lot of stuff on here that I'm not going to go into, that I don't know how. I don't know what they do exactly, so I'm just leaving them alone. That's why they're kind of in the extra settings anyhow. The logo setting, you could change that, so you can set your boot up on anything. So that's the extra settings. Okay, let's get out of that. And then you have your more settings, which takes you all to your regular Android settings. So you can go into and do some tweaking and stuff. Let's see, about radio. Here's some of the information, I guess, that you could see. Oh, let's see. It's going to show the platform, internal storage 6 GB, 128 GB. There's 111 available. Your GPS positioning. Let's see, your sound processor, radio module, Bluetooth information 5.0. Your CAN bus version and all that. So there's a few neat, some good information there. Okay, we'll go ahead and get out of that. So let's go into the apps now. I downloaded Amazon. Here's your this is all the satellite that it's picking up on. I'm in my garage. It's picking up on a lot of satellites. Okay, so yes, I want to exit that. APK, you could download. I suppose that the APK installer. So if you have a one that you need to download, you can go into there. Auxiliary. This is your front cam. There's my front cam. Back out of that. Bluetooth. We already went over that. The boot animation. I'm not sure exactly what that does. I think it's just the way that it boots. Not real familiar. Here's my car launcher. I'll go into that in a minute. Car settings. This is where we just were. And then we have the car settings for this car. So this is what I've told everybody. This is what makes it so unique. This is where you could use all the factory functions. So you'll see all the trips and everything, and everything's there and everything works. So I'm not going to go into that. I have that on some of my other videos. So let's see. CarMate. Not sure what that is. Welcome to use CarMate. So I don't know. I think this is basically like a Google Maps is what that is. So I don't need to go into that. Chrome. You got your Google Chrome. So you have all that good stuff. So you get your browser. Okay. Let's go back out of that. That's to my car launcher there. Color. You could change the color of the background of this. So your home screen, you could change all the color. DSP. That's just going to take you to your Equalizer. Easy Connect. Easy Connect is where you could take your phone and you could mirror your phone to the screen. So I'm not going to demonstrate that right now, but you can mirror your phone to the screen. I have no reason to do that. ES File, kind of like your file manager, obviously. Facebook, it comes with it. Fancy widgets is kind of the basis of this. Your home screen. You got your file manager. Flash Play. You have your Google again. Let's see what this does. I think it's the exact same thing. Okay. Then you have your HD DVR. Okay, this is my dash cam that I have. So I bought you have the option to buy one. I bought this one. I've tried out 2 or 3 different ones, and this is the one that I have. They all kind of work the same. So this is my dash cam that always runs in 3-minute loops while I'm driving. Disregard all of my junk. I just moved into this house, and I have a 4-car garage, which I will be building be documenting my dream garage build. So I got a lot of the stuff already. So it's kind of a mess right now. We'll get out of that. Let's see. iGo Primo. I don't know what that is. It comes with it, so. Oh, okay. It's kind of basically like a maps deal. So we'll get out of that. Let's get back in that. Then you have your Google's Map, your music, which you could connect by Bluetooth, or you connect by USB, flash drive, Opera. I'm not going to go in that. Got my Pandora, your Google Play Store. This is where they kind of changed this a little bit. So it used to be easy. You go over here and you tap it, and you could get your all your apps installed. So now you have to go over here and go into My Apps, like this. And this is where you update all your stuff right here. So you want to make sure and update all your stuff. You'll see I have a couple there. Back out of that. Amazon Prime Video, Quick Picks. This is just obviously all the pictures you could download into this if you'd like. To set them. Here's your radio again, a PDF. This is a screen test. Okay, I don't want to get into that. I don't care about that. Get out of that. We're going to go ahead and close some of these since we have so much open. So you got to go in here and clear this out every now and then too. So, okay. These are your steering wheel settings. We already went into those. Here's your theme. So you could actually change the theme. So I suppose you could add some themes to it. So you can go, let's hit this. Let's use this one here. Let's just see, there's a new theme that you could use. So there's a couple different neat little things you could do. Let's go back. I suppose this gets you back into the, yeah, that's kind of funky. It gets you into a couple different things. Go back to this one. This one's a little more better resolution. T-Link. Okay, here's your T-Link. Of course, this is where you're going to do your wireless Apple CarPlay, and new on this head unit is wireless Android Auto. So you can use your Android Auto, so you don't need to be hooked up to Wi-Fi. You could just use your Android Auto on here and run your Google Maps and everything. So that's another deal. I might make a video here sometime on demonstrating how to connect that. I do have a video on how to connect the Apple CarPlay. I have not done the Apple or the Android Auto. I am an Android guy, but I just use the head unit. But I might do a video on that later. YouTube, of course, I downloaded that, YouTube Music, and then iFly. I'm not sure exactly what iFly is, so I'm not going to worry about that. So that's basically the brand new 2021 Gen 2.1. The reason what we calling it Gen 2.1 is it's running on the same operating system, so there was no change in that. It's just a little bit of the interface. They upped the memory and stuff, added a couple little things here and there, but it's going to work exactly the same as the Gen 2. Just a little more, just a few improvements, I guess you could say, as they do every single year. You know, if they're not improving every year, they're not doing it right. So it's just like Apple and iPhone, Samsung, all those guys. Every year they come out with a better, you know, make some tweaks and stuff. Some people have already asked me, when's the Gen 3 coming out? I don't know. It could be another year. They didn't want to call this the Gen 3 just because there's no huge major changes to it. So the guys that got the the 2.0 models will be fine. So I'm going to go into Car Launcher. Here's the Car Launcher now. Let's see. Okay. Now here's Car Launcher Pro. I love this. This is what I'm going to be using all the time. It just looks a little better. I like the way it works. You could hide the top line. You know, you could hide that when you're playing music. We'll turn it on here without any sound. Oh, I don't have it set to default yet, so that's the deal. So right now it's playing. You know, it tells what's playing. It gives you the album cover art. But anyhow, I have my quick things. I need to set some more up. You could change this. I usually just leave it on the logo. You can do voice control. This is kind of cool. It'll actually tell your temperature, your CPU. Right now it's 134 degrees. It usually runs about 120, 125. So is what it usually runs. Yeah, you could change this to, you could scroll this down, and it could be Google Maps right there. So they're kind of it's really neat. I like the Car Launcher Pro. If I can get things to switch here. They used to be a little easier on how to switch stuff, but right now it's being a little bit of a pain. Guess it doesn't want to. Next. There you go. Guess I got to push up. I was pulling down. Okay. So anyhow, that's the look of the Car Launcher Pro. I could do a whole complete video just on the Car Launcher Pro. If you want to set this up, I do have a video I can send you privately to help set this up and do what you want it to do. So just kind of something to keep in mind. Also, these are going to be on sale starting the end of February. We've already shipped a few of them out to a few people, so they are already in the car and working right now. Then of course we got the climate control. So I guess with that said, I really don't have much more on this. So I just want to do an updated video on the updated head unit, so everybody kind of has an idea. You know, every year things have to improve or you're not doing something right. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be building my dream garage, which I have mentioned before, and I'm going to be documenting it. So all right, I hope everybody has a good weekend, whatever it may be, and we'll talk to you later.